Holy crap on a cracker. I fought and struggled and raged at this stupid live stream for the longest time. Even sent feedback to YouTube. I guess they must have read it and done something about it. Because now it works. So if YouTube did, thank you guys. You always gotta applaud your tech guys. They fix a lot of stuff for you. But yeah, all kinds of stuff going on. Launch OBS. I even updated my OBS because I was going to try it a different way, but apparently I didn't need to worry about that. Still got to get my live streams working because I want to get back on Twitch. It's kind of a nuisance in that term. But yeah, we're working again, which kind of surprises me. I even got so frustrated I was eating more. Oh my goodness. Because I tried and tried and tried. Rebooted, reset, clear cache cookies, check all your webcam settings. I did all this, and it's like nothing's really changed. It should just work. It never did. And my only thing I was able to conclude was that it had to be on YouTube's end. Apparently, they fixed that. Oh well, I guess I can't say that, but that's my assumption. And if, like I said, if they did, got to give you guys credit. Now, we won't even go into today's headlines and news and stuff. I tried to hop on here earlier and do all that, and it was like, and now I'm just surprised it works. I didn't even think it'd work. I was just like, what the hell? But it worked. So let's see what we can talk about today. I really need to go to bed in a bit, but that's all right. The Colin Kaepernick Nike debacle. I applaud Nike for signing an athlete, a spokesman like Colin Kaepernick. The whole protest he has done is not an attack on the U.S. or the national anthem, as the pro-Trumpsters think. It's because African Americans are unfairly attacked and treated by police unfairly. But I have to congratulate Nike on actually working with the guy, signing him. And I'm glad Cap's got another way to really push his message out. Those of us with intelligence understand that it's not about he hates to fly. America. Besides, I call those people maggots. Add a T and an S on the end, and they're maggots instead of just MAGA. Because, more or less, their actions indicate they're no better than maggots. But I ain't on here to go into an anti-Trump rant, even though I really, really would enjoy it. Besides, with the Bob Woodward book, who records everything, after he's had his encounter with Nixon, he records everything for his stories. He doesn't just write things down, he records. It shows how much that administration is falling apart. And at the same time, you have a New York Times op-ed that has an anonymous source who is actually a high-level person in the Trump White House saying, yeah, we don't allow him to do things. It's more or less, we'll say we do it and then we don't do it because we got to keep this country at least in a sane position. Because apparently he even wanted to go as far to assassinate Bashar al-Assad. Which, don't get me wrong, al-Assad is not a good guy. But we don't need to be meddling in those affairs. And I get the feeling if we didn't have other people kind of watching, we would have went to war with North Korea, would have went to war with Iran already. So we would have another 2 wars on our hands, one of which is nuclear. Because honestly, Trump isn't too bright. But yeah, sorry. Got that little crick in my jaw. Like I said, kind of tired today. I've been out, got medicine, and then helped run some errands downtown, and it's kind of wore me out. Yeah. Rode with somebody to go get my medicines today. Go get lithium batteries for my glucometer. And then came back and rode with somebody else to help do some chores around the house as far as like picking up a few items and dropping off the mail. That was it. I was like, what did we do? I told you, my memory's not all that great. But since I am so out and tired, or it took so long for this to come on, we're going to have just a short stream. Yeah, 10 minutes. But educate thyself, read, study, learn. I implore you. Education is so important. Unfortunately, there's some groups where I see people trying to say, don't listen to certain groups because this is all fake. Or what happened to schools when they teach you things about life? Why don't they do that? And don't get me wrong. As I've mentioned before, there are fake documents, fake news, so on. But even that we can learn from. And it's not to discount everything else. Because that causes problems. And yes, we do need life lessons in school about how to balance your checkbook, how to grocery shop, things like that. But this doesn't lessen the validity and importance of other subjects. I mean, honestly, if people knew their history, if people knew their science, we'd be in a lot better shape. But no, a lot of people don't know their own history and keep repeating the damn thing. Not the class, you know, world history, life history. So educate thyself. And as much as I harp, get angry, um, complain about some things, I do care about you. I want you to know that you don't have to feel so alone out there. There are those of us who do care. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. All right? Or don't think that you have nobody else. Um, if you're a teen, don't be afraid. Those it's trying times. Your body's going through a lot of crap with the changes, the hormones, the mental instabilities. Because I know there's a lot of that because the hormones play with your emotions as a teen. And then when you get older, it gets tougher because you're kind of settled in your shoes and people want to label you a certain way. But don't let that get to you. Don't let that frighten you. There's always somebody who cares about you, whether you realize it or not. Okay? Don't be afraid to reach out and talk to somebody. So, but with that said, I think I'll end the video. We're about at 15 minutes here. I'll be on tomorrow at a more regular time. See you all then. Later.